Hello, welcome to the Sound of Science, the place where we deconstruct unscientific bogus and silly scams. Let's go get them. Hello, my fellow Stardust. Thank you so much for dropping by. Today we're going to watch a video of Mike Winger, another Christian apologist who totally fails at logic. Let's have a look.
How would you respond if someone you love said something like, "I won't believe in any God unless he performs a supernatural miracle right in front of me"?
Well, that seems like a pretty justified demand, because it is Christians themselves who claim that their God can perform all kinds of magical stuff, like making a snake talk, making a guy walk on water, speaking planets into existence. So the request for your God to prove his existence by performing some of the supernatural magical stuff that you claim he can do seems pretty reasonable to me. So how should a Christian answer if someone asks them to prove the existence of their God by performing some supernatural miracle? Well, I think the Christians should answer, well, that's fine. After all, my God has a history of performing all kinds of magical stuff. Should be easy peasy for him. I will ask my God if he can create a second moon orbiting around the Earth starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yes, that'll do the trick indeed. If your God can do such a thing, that would be pretty compelling. But of course, we already know that Mike Winger doesn't want to get into actual evidence that proves the existence of his God, because that evidence has never been presented by Christians. Mike Winger is going to come up with some twisted logic to avoid the pressure of finally providing some real evidence to prove the existence of his God.
So here's what I would hope to do, is I would hope to help them realize that they've created an artificial standard.
No, you have created that standard by claiming that there is a God who magically speaks the universe into existence without using any materials, tools, or resources. If you don't want to be held accountable for that, then drop the silly magic claims. Drop the talking snake. Drop the guy walking on water and resurrecting from the dead. Drop the guy talking the universe into existence. It is you, Christian apologists, making those magical claims. We atheists just respond to it. And now ask your God to repeat just some of that magic on a much smaller scale. If your God can speak an entire universe into existence, then it should be a piece of cake for him to create a second moon orbiting the Earth. He should be able to do this by just snapping his fingers. What is the problem? Does the big guy have performance issues?
That they've created an artificial standard as a way of avoiding reasons to believe in God.
Wait, what? We are not avoiding reasons to believe in your God. You don't give us any reason to believe in your God. Even you, in your own example, started with an atheist who actively asked for a good reason to believe in your God, not avoiding it.
Right, like, I won't believe in Bill Gates unless Bill Gates pays my mortgage.
Wait, you don't believe in Bill Gates? Well, haven't you ever seen a picture of Bill Gates? There are thousands of them. Haven't you ever seen a video of Bill Gates giving a lecture or a speech? Again, there are thousands of them available. All of those pictures and videos of Bill Gates show a consistent image of what he looks like, how his voice sounds, how tall he is, how he moves, how he talks. We have thousands of eyewitness accounts of people who met Bill Gates, and all of that evidence for his existence is very consistent. Now, please do the same thing for your God. Please show the thousands of consistent pictures, videos, and eyewitness accounts that prove the existence of your God. They don't exist. The evidence for your God is mostly fuzzy mumbo-jumbo that proves nothing. But the evidence for the existence of Bill Gates is abundant, testable, and extremely consistent. And you, as a Christian apologist, are now advising your followers to deny the existence of Bill Gates. Really? Is that the quality of arguments that you think that Christians should use in public debates? And the condition under which you are prepared to believe that Bill Gates exists is if he were to pay your mortgage? Nobody claims that Bill Gates will pay your mortgage. Bill Gates is not known for paying mortgages of strangers. Bill Gates has no history of paying mortgages on demand. The condition you're asking for has got nothing to do with anything that anyone ever claimed about Bill Gates. Ooh, this Bill Gates example is really painfully stupid.
There are other ways of proving God exists than him doing a supernatural miracle right in front of you, but you've decided that none of those matter.
No, there is not evidence to prove the existence of your God. All the evidence that you will mention is not evidence. It's just new claims that need evidence of their own. And performing some kind of large-scale supernatural miracle would be the very best way for your God to prove his existence, because then everyone would be convinced of his existence. So what's the problem?
What I would want them to realize is what they've done is they've erected an artificial standard for proving God's existence.
No, again, you created that standard by claiming that your God can do magic stuff. We just ask him to repeat just a tiny bit of that,
as a way of ignoring tons of evidence and proof for God's existence. The evidence for the resurrection of Christ.
So performing supernatural miracles is a good standard for evidence for the existence of your God. Just a few seconds ago, you rejected it, calling it an artificial standard. And now you use it yourself in an attempt to prove the existence of your God. Except you don't prove anything. You just claim that supernatural stuff has happened without any evidence to back it up. Where is your proof that Jesus actually died on that cross? Where is the doctor's certificate that proves that he was dead for 3 days? Where is your explanation for the mechanism of resurrection? You got nothing.
The evidence for the miracles he's done in other people's lives.
Oh, so again, supernatural miracles are a good standard to ask for, because again, you now try to use it as evidence yourself, except again, you don't prove anything. You just claim that Jesus performed these miracles. Oh boy, it's so embarrassing. Isn't there any Christian apologist out there who can come up with an actual challenge to atheists? All of this is so shallow and so easy to tear down to mumbo-jumbo rubble. Oh well, since you're here, please consider to subscribe to my channel, because then you'll help me to deconstruct more of this nonsense and spread the sound of science. Thanks.